Hey everybody, it's Tom here from Tech Nexus, and thanks for joining me on today's video. So over the course of the week we've made updates to our project, and now I'm going to update my InfraWorks model and maybe lay out a road or two just to get an idea on what the site's going to look like. So here's our existing FBX file. So if we go to the data sources pane, and then we can see here that we've got a model here called overall site. Now it is on my desktop, so the idea of today is as well I want to show you about if a file's moved, that you can repath it as well. So if you double click on it, you can say that it's been moved and you have to reconnect the data sources. So what you can do is go through and manage the path. So you can come in here, so this is the original one, so go to new, click on the little icon on the right, and then go down to your drive, related files for me, and then overall site. Okay, and now that it's in there as well, it's been parked, I can open it up and then click on close and refresh, and it'll regenerate itself, and you can see there's our new site. There's that reboiler that we got sitting up in the air that we'll need to decide what kind of saddle we're going to put on it. But as a general sort of look, that looks okay for now. So what we can do is we've got an idea that, again, whatever something might be happening around here, I'm going to stick a road in here. So if I go to component road, and then I'm going to pick the assembly type, so it's 2 lanes. So there are different sort of, I guess, styles of roads in here. So there's 4 lanes, sort of highways, and different types of median strips and footpaths and all that kind of thing. So 2 lane for now is perfectly fine. We can go through and modify it later as well. So I'm going to start the road from somewhere down here, and we're going to head sort of northwest for a bit, and then come across over and heading northeast, and double clicking to end the road. So you can see InfraWorks has put it in there. Now it hasn't tidied this intersection up properly because this isn't a design road, it's not a component road. So we can right click on the road that came in from OpenStreetMaps and say convert to component road. And then you can see that now InfraWorks has cleaned up that intersection, and then we can start playing around with all of the settings for that intersection as well. And then we'll do the same thing with this other road over here, which is, if we hover over it or have a look at it, it's 3 Boys Road. So right click on it, convert to component. And now that it's been converted to component road, again, we've got some tidy intersection there. So what we can do with that, you can see we haven't applied any styles to the grading here, so I can click on the road. Under the grading option, click in the box there and click on more styles, and it'll take you to the style for that material. So we're just going to do land cover and then just do field grass. Click in the screen or click away from the dialog, and then you'll end up with some field grass on this road. Okay, and you can see it's draped. It's dropped itself under the grade there. So again, you can come through and change all of those later as well if we need to. And then what we're going to do just to pretty this up, again, looking from the road, it might look a bit ugly for that site. So you can come through and maybe stick a stand of trees. So we can pick the style here as well. So I'm going to just say some dark green vegetation. And then as I draw the boundary box for that, you press escape, and then you get this arrow that you can adjust the height. And then you've also got like a density button here as well, so you can adjust how many trees and how it looks. Okay, so if we did a viewpoint from back here for that road, so let's say we're standing on the road or near it, you can see that building, the project or whatever it might be, is going to be shielded by these trees. So again, from a visualization perspective, you could use InfraWorks to visualize what your project's going to look like. So now as a last thing, we can take a render of this, but that's no fun. So what we're going to do is create a movie of us driving down the road. So just quickly, you can click on the storyboard creator, and then under this button here, the third or fourth one from the left, where we have the path, say click on create from component road, select the road, and the horizontal offset, let's make it 2 meters, the vertical none. I'm going to leave the position and the speed and everything just as is, and click on create. Now again, because this is recorded, it might be a bit, it might lose frames or whatnot, but if I click on play, then you can see we can drive down that road. Obviously we're driving in reverse, so you can just go through and make it a -2 to be driving on the correct side of the road if you need to. But it just means you can see off to the right here, we can see our plant and we can see what it's going to look like as we drive past it. So if that is something of interest to you in your project, you can use InfraWorks to just generate these movies quickly, export them out, and then send them out to whoever might be interested in the project as well. So you don't need to use 3ds Max. If you don't know 3ds Max well enough, you don't have to use it. You can just use this to mock up a quick video of you driving down the road if you need to. So also as well, just lastly, if I wanted to see, again, just more for the shadows, we can come over here and say do sun and sky, and again just see what time of day where the shadows are going to fall. And then lastly, just to make things look a little bit pretty as well, we can stick in what's called some city furniture, and I might put in a truck. So again, it might be just a dump truck or just a normal cab tractor. So I can come in here and say select the dump truck, and you can see InfraWorks places it in there. So again, you can use your own FBX files in here or DAEs, and then that way you can get a little bit more realistic views from your InfraWorks model. So hopefully this has explained a few things. Again, that brings us to the end of this week's video. So if you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Feel free again to subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon to get notified of my daily videos. So thanks for watching and have a good weekend.